Jai Hind everyone. Today we will discuss one of the most efficient methods of water softening, that is ion exchange method. This method is widely used in industries, especially where extremely pure water is required, such as pharmaceuticals, high pressure boilers and chemical plants. Before going into the main topics, let quickly recall what we discussed earlier. In previous lecture, we studied about major problem in water. There are three types of problem such as hardness, alkalinity and salinity. The soap consuming capacity of water is known as hardness. Hardness is of two types, temporary hardness and permanent hardness. Temporary hardness can be easily removed by boiling, but permanent hardness cannot be removed by boiling. So we require special methods to remove permanent hardness. We also studied degree of hardness and units of hardness. In previous lecture, we also studied water softening by zeolite process. This method is quite efficient. It can remove temporary and permanent hardness, but it has certain disadvantages, such as it cannot be used for highly acidic or alkaline solution, as well as the treated water contains more sodium salts and residual hardness of 10 to 15 ppm is also present in treated water. So industries prefer ion exchange methods, which overcomes these limitations. Let's begin today's topic, that is ion exchange method. Firstly, I will discuss ion exchange resins. Ion exchange resins are insoluble, cross-linked, long-chain polymers having functional groups responsible for ion exchange properties. There are two types of ion exchange resins. First is cation exchange resins and second is anion exchange resins. Cation exchange resins contains acidic functional groups like carboxylic group, sulfonic groups. These are capable of exchanging their H plus ions with hardness producing cations. These are denoted by R minus H plus. These are some examples of ion exchange resins. And the other type of ion exchange resins are anion exchange resins. These resins contains basic functional groups. These are denoted by R plus OH minus. These are capable of exchanging their OH minus ions with the hardness producing anion such as chloride, sulfate, bicarbonate, etc. These are some examples of anion exchange resins. This is the structure of cation exchange resin and anion exchange resins. We can see easily cation exchange resins can easily replace H plus ions with the hardness producing cations, as well as anion exchange resins can easily exchange their OH minus ion with the hardness producing anions in water, so that hardness can be removed. So first column remove cations from the water and second column remove anions from the water. This is the ion exchange purifier or softeners. It contains two columns. First is cation exchange column and second is anion exchange column. Cation exchange column packed with cation exchange resins. It is represented as R minus H plus, while anion exchange resin are represented as R plus OH minus. Firstly, hard water is passed through the cation exchange resin. Hard water contains acidic impurity or alkaline impurity. It contains cationic impurities such as calcium 2 plus and magnesium 2 plus. And anionic impurity is bicarbonate, chloride, sulfate. When this type of hard water is passed through the cation exchange resin, so a chemical reaction takes place and all the hardness causing cations, especially cations, are exchanged with the H plus ion from the resin. So the chemical reaction takes place is R minus H plus Ca2 plus from the hard water are exchanged with R2Ca2 plus 2H plus. So, by this reaction, outgoing water contains H plus. All the cationic impurities are converted into H plus and anions as well as chloride, sulfate and nitrate. After that, this water is passed through the second column, that is anion exchange resin. Anion exchange resins is generally expressed as R plus OH minus. So all the anions are exchanged with the OH minus. For example, R plus OH minus react with hardness producing anions and converted into RCl minus plus OH minus. So the water passing through the anion exchange resins contains only H plus ions and OH minus ion. H plus from the cation exchange resins and OH from the anion exchange resins. So these ions react with each other and produce soft water. So output is soft water. The soft water, or we can say deionized water or demineralized water, it contains only 0 to 2 ppm hardness. It is a best method and the treated water can be used in high pressure boilers. So this is the softener or ion exchange purifier. These are the reactions which are taking place in cation exchange column. Firstly, hard water is passed through cation exchange column and these reactions can take place and all the calcium or magnesium ions are converted into H plus ions. After that, hard water is passed through anion exchange column and these reactions will take place and all the hardness producing anions are converted into OH minus ion. Finally, H plus coming from the cation exchange resin and OH minus coming from the anion exchange resins will combine and form pure water. It is a pure water, or we can say deionized water, or we can say demineralized water. Because it contains no other ions except H plus and OH minus ion. This type of water can be easily used in industries, high pressure boilers, pharmaceuticals, chemical plant, etc. After some time, cation exchange resins and anion exchange resins get exhausted and they lose their ion exchange capacity. At that time, the supply of hard water is stopped and these resins are regenerated. There is a need of regeneration of these cation exchange resins and anion exchange resins. Cation exchange resins are regenerated by acid because acid provides H plus ions and they lose their H plus ions. And anion exchange resins are regenerated by alkaline solution or any base because they lose their OH minus ions. So this is the reaction taking place during the regeneration of cation exchange resin. Cation exchange resins are regenerated by any acid so that we assume original H plus cation exchange resin, and regeneration of anion exchange resins can be explained by this reaction. So H plus and OH minus ions are regenerated in cation exchange resins and anion exchange resins respectively. So this is the overall reaction of regeneration. Finally, I will discuss advantages and disadvantages of this method, ion exchange process. This process can be used for highly acidic or alkaline water, which cannot be used for zeolite process. It produces water of very low hardness, 0 to ppm. So the treated water can be used in high pressure boiler, and this type of this type of method can remove both type of hardness, cationic and anionic hardness. There are some disadvantages of also. The setup is very costly because the ion exchange resins are more expensive. It requires more time and space. If turbidity is present, output is reduced. So these are the some advantages and disadvantages of ion exchange process. Now let's compare the both process, zeolite and ion exchange process. Zeolite process has also some advantages and disadvantages we discussed earlier in previous lecture. Similarly, ion exchange process has also some advantages and disadvantages. Let's compare both methods. Firstly, the disadvantage of zeolite process is this process cannot be used with highly acidic or alkaline water. This disadvantage is solved in ion exchange method, because ion exchange method can be used to soften highly acidic or alkaline water. Now let's see the second disadvantage of zeolite process. The water softened by zeolite process contain more sodium salt, as we discussed earlier, because zeolite process can exchange only cations. This problem is also solved in ion exchange method, because ion exchange method remove cationic as well as anionic impurities, and the treated water contains only 0 to 2 ppm hardness. The advantage of zeolite process is it does not require more time and space, but ion exchange process require more time and space. So this is the disadvantage of ion exchange process. Zeolite process, in the zeolite process, the equipment is cheap and occupy less space, while in ion exchange process, the setup is very costly. So this is the disadvantage of ion exchange process. And if the water is turbid, output is reduced. This is the disadvantage of zeolite process, as well as this is also a disadvantage of ion exchange process. So turbidity is present, output is reduced in both methods. So this is a comparison between zeolite process and ion exchange process. So we have seen ion exchange process is the best reliable method for obtaining highly purified demineralized water. Okay, thank you for listening.